still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, our draw features two from the AFC. It's the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the Broncos sideline, you get a look at their head coach. These guys are lowly 2-4 over the last 6 weeks. On the other sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. This guy's no doubt happy to be back home after they took a loss on the road last week. To do the honors. And off we go in a rainy one from Pittsburgh. Starting at the 10. Looks away from one. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Chubb. It looks like we can call it back 4 yards in the end. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. He has enough for that first down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That finds the rookie from Wisconsin, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, here's Johnson. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
4th down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Caught out left. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Jack Jones making that tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long for him here. It is cut left side. And he's going to be driven out out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They are running from the gun with Chubb. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. All the way! Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody. For the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense. It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Again, this is Johnson. Gets some space around midfield. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Ground again with Johnson. Escapes the defender. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. All right, timeout on the field here. We've got an injured player. And, yeah, you can recognize him quickly. That is DK Metcalf, who's shaken up. Broncos going nickel here. 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's caught for the first. And they take him down right along the 30. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Steelers first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
That's another Steelers.
Now an inside give to Johnson. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
Malcolm Rodriguez on the stop. A gain of 9.
Here's Johnson again. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Steelers.
Now run with Johnson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. Johnson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Chris Boswell for the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos offense all set to go. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a grab and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Has a hole left, room to run. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take the lead on the first play of the drive.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long, extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
One after tries, goodbye lots. And the Broncos take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Steelers 7.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. There's the fake. Here's Nix. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him at the 38.
And the Steelers first down.
And also right there, just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Jake Bailey in punt formation.
And they will have to boot it away in a little bit. We've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's the Broncos out in front. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. And on fourth down, they're about ready to punt. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. Tight end motioning right. And out to Chubb to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Second down pass play coming. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Here's a screen now for Chubb. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field. Not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And he's been one of the central pillars of this offense this season. Right now sitting second in the NFL in receptions. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
They're running out in pistol with Johnson. He started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
That's a gain of
on 3rd down, here's Nix. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. Taken right at the 40. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They go play action on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Now looking to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. They get there to take him down right around the 41. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. 1st and 10 from the 41.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Broncos.
Here's Chubb up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
A loss of a yard.
Throwing on 2nd. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
Give up the gut to Bigsby. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
13 more yards. That's another Broncos 1st down.
Here's Chubb. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Back on 2nd and goal. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll work against the blitz. Escapes the pocket. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 13-point lead.
Pretty cool moment. That is the first rushing score of his young career. Look, I'm not going to say it's the first of many. We just don't know in this league. But I do know that's a confidence builder for this entire offense when your quarterback can score using his legs as well.
Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Rivers. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They go counter. It's Johnson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards. That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
Nix looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Bruce Sanders that time on the stop. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
First down.
Nix now to throw. Short pass brought in. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 4 yards.
From the gun, Johnson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Trying the left side with Johnson. That's moved past the 25. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
21-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Nix from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers who have 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one,
pressure coming, and they take it down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. All in left side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
For the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Brings in the kick at the 9. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Broncos running their offense out once again. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He lost that football, but the Broncos will get it back. Heads up play to recover that one. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. They've got to have better ball security than that.
They're going to think this over before trying 3rd and 1. They take a timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught by Wilson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
First down. It's a gain of 6.
He tosses it to Chubb. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2.
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. We're officially on to the second half of the season, Week 10. The playoff race starting to faintly take shape. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Western New York. The Bills at home to take on the LA Chargers. And it's Ladd McConkey. He's going to look at the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Chalk it up as a 67-yard touchdown. And here's a look at the rest of the action that's going on, the risers and the fallers around the NFL here in Week 10. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Return starts at the 9. Jukes away from one. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. He had it for a moment, but great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
From the contact. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Steelers set to punt it. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. The coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So here comes the Bronco offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. They begin the drive with Chubb. There's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. That's set. This is 35. Putting a receiver in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Escapes out to the left. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Steelers returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
2 yards on the pick.
Nix off the play action. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down.
3rd and 14.
3rd and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. And he reaches the 35 before going out. They'll send out the punting unit. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Broncos offense all set to go. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. From the gun, it's again to Bigsby. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They give inside to Chubb. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. Sending the tight end in motion left. There's a counter give to Chubb. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Their punter making his way out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Johnson is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the third. Now the offense and Knicks coming to the line, looking to tack on 2 more.
The Steelers will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Running left, it's Chow on the toss. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
He's going to throw it. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He's going to throw this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Punty muted out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap to Nix. Throw left side finds Fryermuth. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Air it out on 3rd. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. On the give, it's Bigsby. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. They'll run. This is Chubb. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
And the Broncos first down.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after a 7-yard gain. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Jeremy Bush.
And And that boot will instead be what starts our fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the third. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also...
Got on the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. He's going to throw. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Punt team on the field. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Broncos with their offense back out there as Nick Chubb returns to the field. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not for the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They're throwing it. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the 1st.
A gain of 6. And the Broncos 1st down.
Here's Chubb up the middle. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Pass play now. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36.
That's good for the Broncos.
We'll give up the gut to Bigsby. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the Steelers.
Chubb gets this from the pistol. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
Ball throw, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Steelers offense headed out. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They give to Johnson to start this drive. He's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, this is Johnson. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Hits him on the out route. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, here's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. On now comes their punter. And they could really use a good one here. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Denver set to take the field on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. So out now comes the punter. He's going to effort this from his own goal line. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. The Steelers with some very good field positions. They get set, 1st and 10. Now give to Johnson, coming right. Nearly starts the drive with the 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. 1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the ground again with Johnson. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Counterplay here, Warren. He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit. He's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now an inside give to Johnson. Finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Next, quick out line, complete. And they are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down. Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. Desperation time here on 4th. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They run out still in possession of a 3-point lead thanks to the efforts of their defense, Bronk, and now a chance to run out this clock.
And you do not want to put your defense back on the field in a tough position and needing another stand to end it. You take control of it. You make sure that defense is rested and celebrating. Hopefully you can pull out that victory formation.
Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on 3rd. Looking to throw. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
1st down, Broncos.
He goes to a knee. His time winds down in this one. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. The Broncos to a knee and let the clock run out on this win. So it's a win for the Broncos. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill,